free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out its prayer. Why are we so ashamed to be alive? Break the chains and our freedom's ours to take. Look behind your back. Chase a light when the world is
All right. What's going on? We're gonna skip the first 7 minutes here. It's a little warm in here. I didn't realize. What's going on, you guys? Good to see you. Welcome to a live vlog. It's a couple hours before I go into work for my new overnight shift. I thought about streaming a game, but I'm really not in the mood, to be honest. I've tried. I've been running my hunter on Warcraft, but that's about it. This whole sleeping schedule change has been fairly nuts. My hat's uneven. It's going to bother me. Anyway, it's one of my favorite hats. Which leads me to what I want to talk about this vlog. You know, it's always a curiosity as a streamer or as a content creator. What the hell are we like in real life? You know? So that's kind of what I want to talk about. If you ever saw me walking down the street, if we ever meet somewhere, what would it be like? What would that encounter be like? And to be honest, it wouldn't be much at all. I'm approachable, I would say, but at the same time, I'm also kind of shy, very awkward. Tend to, you know, talk really fast and always looking down or looking off somewhere, just because of I don't know. You know, it's how I am. I've gauged myself the last few years, and I've noticed myself doing that. I'm working on it. But so that's basically what I wanted to talk about this vlog, or what I'm like in public. It's funny, when I'm on a date, I'm very confident. But when I'm just out, the store, going to a movie, doing whatever by myself, I'm really weird. Not gonna lie. And then, if you were to see me on a daily basis, 5-10 minutes, come across each other in the same spot every day, every other day, you'll notice that I tend to wear most of the same clothes over and over. And there's reasons for that, which we'll get into here in a bit. But it's like that at work, and I've gotten looks from people, and it's always kind of hard to explain, especially about my clothes, because I tend to wear the same kind of shorts. I don't wear the same shorts, but I wear the same kind of shorts. Khakis, mostly. The Extreme Comfort series from, I want to say it's Lee's. I could be wrong. But they have a stretch band, and they actually stay up really well without a belt. Which, with my back, I can't wear a belt a whole lot, even if it's not tight, because when I sit, my hips expand and the belt tightens, and it gets really uncomfortable, and then it causes pain and whatnot. So that's also why you might see me with baggy shorts on. It's because of my back. So that's one fact about me. I'm constantly wearing the same clothes that I'm comfortable with, you know, which is how it should be. But the thing is, though, is that I'm like that even with events. You'll still see me wearing the same thing. In fact, I think there's only been a few occasions where I've broken away from that rhythm, and that was at my wedding, and that was at my dad's funeral, and that was during my GED graduation, which was years ago, nearly 20 years going on now. Good God, I'm getting old. So yeah, so if you see me, and this actually came, another reason this kind of came up. I thought back and I thought about it, and I'm like, you know what? I've never. It happened once a few years ago, but it was only just because by association, somebody noticed me as a streamer, and they weren't like a fan or anything. They were just, my. I forget what it was. Like their cousin used to work with me, and he damn, who was it? There's a guy I worked at a gas station with when I first came down to Dallas. They found out, or we talked about video games, and he did some streaming. I told him I did some streaming, and then his cousin found out, and his cousin saw me walking around one day, and he approached me and said, "Hey man, what's up?" and all this and that. So it wasn't like they discovered me right off the internet. There was some association there. So it's been crazy over the years where I've noticed that the people that I know in real life that have watched me stream have been family, friends. I had somebody, I think it partially recognized, I guess, when I was raiding with somebody in Warcraft and they recognized my voice from FeenixFeather's stream, I think it was FeenixFeather's stream. I was on somebody else's stream, but it wasn't my stream. But they recognized my voice. So I guess I have a distinct kind of voice and speaking pattern. But they recognized me. They're like, "Hey, are you a streamer? Did you do this with so and so?" I was like, "Oh yeah, I did." So that was kind of cool. I guess I was recognized in that way. But yeah. So I've never been like fully recognized by a fan or whatnot. But it got me to thinking. I'm like, what if somebody did? Like, I mean, I've been doing this for over 12 years. Maybe it'll happen sometime. But then what's to be expected with meeting me? How am I going to be? If I'm going to the grocery store and somebody by some weird off chance says, "Hey, you're a streamer, aren't you?" They recognize me locally. How would that be? And then it would just be, it might be kind of odd for them because they're gonna be like, "You're not what I expected." Face wise, probably they recognize me, but body wise, I'm a lot bigger. I mean, you guys have seen it off and on stream when I get up to stretch. I'm a big guy, man boobs, bit of a gut, big ass because of my scoliosis, and you'll probably see me limping. If I'm being honest. You'll probably see me limping down a hallway or down an aisle a bit. Just looking at products. I'm always looking at stuff. I say hi to people. I glance real quick and then I glance away. I'm really weird with eye contact. But yeah, so it's really weird how when you're a streamer and you're a content creator and you think about, because you're obviously putting yourself out there. You need a little bit of an ego, which I do have a little bit of an ego. Not a big ego, but a little bit of an ego. Because you think you have something to offer the world, or you just want to entertain people, or you just want attention, or all three. But when you have that, and you're kind of a celebrity-ish in a way. I mean, look, you obviously, like in my place, there's a great community, great family, great friends that have hung out with me for years. Dakota and I talked about this a while ago. Dakota Rouse has been a part of the community for a long time. Goku has been a part of the community for a long time. A lot of people throughout the years have popped in and out. Florence Craft, you guys have seen him pop up here and there. Athena, Tough, Phoenix, Randy, all these people. Bulldog, Witch. If you're if you're not a stranger to the channel, then one or two of these names. And of course, you know, it's happened to me with crossover streamers. I've hung out with them over the years, and it's really not about the networking for me. It's just about hanging out with like-minded people and sharing ideas, feeding off of each other a bit. To be honest, in my experience, when people talk about networking as a streamer, it really doesn't help a whole lot. Maybe 1 out of 1,000 to 2,000 times it might help. It helps get your name out there a little bit, maybe a little bit of recognition, but it's not going to help a whole lot when it comes to having solid subscribers or viewers. It's mostly just going to help build up a little bit. If you can become a part of that stream team, that helps a lot. But if you're just like a one-off here and there, you're just like a guest on their show, you know. And streaming doesn't work the same as like network television or movies or whatnot. Streaming is a totally different beast, and it's got weird logistics when it comes to getting your name out there. I've personally never been concerned about it. I mean, yeah, I'll rebrand, I'll, you know, change things up on the channel, I'll do different things here and there, play different games, try different things, but I only really do it because I like doing it. You know, I don't. I like talking to the camera. I like talking with the mic. I'm different in real life for the most part. A lot of people say I'm funny. A lot of people say I have really good wit, good timing. But I'm also very awkward and very shy, very for the most part, withdrawn. Again, depending on the situation, because on a date, I'm the total opposite. I've always been comfortable around women. I don't know why. I can't explain it. I mean, look, I'm more awkward around guys than I am women. As weird as that may sound, that's not your common nerd. I mean, for the most part, cliche-wise, most nerds are more awkward around women than they are other guys or people in general. For me, I'm always more comfortable talking with women. You know, and I wish I could explain that, but I can't. So, you know, if I had to rank my comfort with interacting with different things in life, it would be number 1 would be the camera, number 2 would be women, number 3 would be guys, but people in general be bottom 4, you know. So now take that into consideration, and then think about somebody recognizing me as a streamer or content creator and coming up on me in the street. Then it's just like, okay, you know. I remember one time when I was doing back in the day when I did these, you know, I still do giveaways, but we give away product, like stuff I got out of Streamloots. And somebody purchased, I forget who it was. Who was that? That was, shoot, used to do Overwatch and Counter-Strike a lot with us. Off and on. Oh, I totally forget your name. I feel horrible. Anyway, they purchased a giant mouse pad that I had on the site. You can use points to purchase, and I'd send it out. I wouldn't charge shipping. I'd pay for it myself and just ship it out. And they wanted me to sign it. It didn't click. I what? Like, you know, it's just a prize you won from some guy on the internet. Why do you want me to sign it? It's later somebody explained to me because, you know, I asked a fellow streamer about it. I think it was Phoenix. Might have been Phoenix or probably Tough. One of the two. And I'm just like, I don't really get why they wanted me to sign it. You know, because I'm not like some big name, but I guess in a way, you know, people enjoy watching the content for a reason. They like engaging with me, which I get. You know, it's just like human connection, but they're obviously, people are drawn to channels for certain reasons, streamers for certain reasons, whatnot. But obviously in some regard, I was somebody special to them, which I don't dismiss. I'm kind of awkward about that stuff because I don't see myself that way. I don't feel that, and I don't want to be aware of that, because I feel that if you become too aware of that, there are streamers that start to play on that, and then they get an even bigger ego and an even bigger head, you know. So in a lot of ways, I think I want to stay awkward. I want to stay shy and a bit withdrawn, kind of a hermit when I do go out. But yeah, I mean, that's basically what's to be expected if you run into me on the street or somewhere, whatnot, in a general situation. This guy's gonna be wearing khaki shorts, probably a polo with a white shirt underneath because I'm weird about showing chest hair. I don't like showing chest hair. I don't know why. It's just not a phobia. I don't like doing it. And I'm a very hairy guy. Usually shoes without shoelaces. Just slip-ons mostly. Always wearing a hat. Hats to me are like a security blanket. Might be because I'm going bald or because I'm already getting bald, fully bald. Or I don't know. But I've been wearing hats since I was like 16, even when I had hair, you know. I like the way they feel on my head, as long as they fit right. So you'll always see me wearing a hat for the most part. If I'm not wearing a hat, I'm actually probably feeling very confident that day, I would say. Although confidence kind of a misnomer in that context, but yeah, so you know, there's that. Yeah, so you know, I don't know. Meeting content creators or streamers in real life is something different. I've never ran into anybody that I didn't already know. Hell, I've only met up. There's only been 2 other streamers that I've done streams with or that I've included in my content that I've known in real life. You know, most of the time, 99% of the time, they're still online, and I only know them through the games we play or through Discord or whatnot. Rarely do I meet anybody in real life. But when I do, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It would be cool, I think, at some point to do an in-person reaction with somebody, maybe, or another stream. You know, have them on as a guest or whatnot. Done that from time to time, especially like in the past Y and YT series, with the interviews of fellow streamers. Obviously, that's a bit of a co-project I worked on. Sorry, throat. That's another thing I do in real life. You'll hear me clear my throat a lot if you hang out with me, or if you encounter me at work or whatnot. Always clearing my throat. Probably always coughing or definitely sneezing a lot. Mannerisms wise, I mean, I've covered clothes, I've covered body language, whatnot. Glancing away, hard to keep eye contact. Body language, I don't know. I tend to stand kind of weird because of my back. I'm constantly shifting and, doing my legs up and down. So that's kind of awkward, I guess. I don't know. It's just, stuff like that. It's a bit of a weird vlog subject, to be honest, but I don't know. I guess it touches on doing this as long as I have, and that's always a bit of a reality you can face as somebody, running into somebody. Back in the day, I used to say that celebrities or streamers are like Z-list celebrities. I would definitely be a Z-list celebrity because there's A-list, B-list, C-list, D-list, people that are guest stars or that never had their own show, but they've been here and there, whatnot. There are obviously huge streamers that have a huge following: Pokemon, PewDiePie, Markiplier, so on and so forth. Nuke. And, a lot of people have been really smart about not showing their face. That, I could never do that. I mean, I would need to, I don't know. I think I tried doing that when I first started the channel, but I just like being on camera. Again, that little bit of ego. I mean, yeah. I don't know, man, it's weird. But people like FeenixFeather. FeenixFeather, if you don't know him, he's been a long time acquaintance, buddy, friend, and but to my knowledge, he's never done a face reveal. But he's a good guy. He's definitely known for his farm sim content, different things throughout the years. And honestly, I think there are parts of being a streamer that it definitely plays with you. You know, it makes you, much like I think celebrities go through, you're not used to that. So when you get into streaming, it's just like a casual thing. You just think, yeah, what the hell? I'll give it a shot, see how it does. And that's what happened with me. You know, I wanted to speak my truth to the world, what I've been through, what I'm doing, where I'm going, where I want to be. And I want to take the world along with me, you know, basically. But other people, it goes a different way. Other streamers get really needy, very dependent on streaming, on their base, on their, you know, on their community. I get it. I mean, it becomes a job, but I could never do that. I mean, at times I think, you know, it'd be really cool, really nice, but the problem is the demand. I think it would kill it for me, to be honest. It'd be way too demanding. It'd become a job, and it would sour quickly, unfortunately. But being a casual streamer, you know, doing things as things come and go has its downsides. Obviously, you know, you're not exactly feeding what your fans want or what your community's looking for. But at the same time, you're not burning out either. You know, you're going your own route, and there's a certain niche of viewers that won't stick around unless you're doing what they want you to do. Which again, I understand, and I try to meet that as often as I can. I try to go halfway with people. Especially if they buy a game, I'll play it. I can't promise I'll enjoy it, but you know, I try to be real. I try to be open about all that and let people know what to expect. I would say I've done a fairly good job about that, but there are other streamers that they just take it on the chin. They just take the abuse, and I've seen it turn great streamers totally sour. It's really hard to explain and to put into words what it does to you. But because you're trying to meet that demand, you're trying to make people happy, you're trying to make your community happy. And if you're doing it full time, you're doing it for money, right? You're doing it for money. I mean, listen, you're making content, you're playing games to survive, to pay bills, and it's a job. It's a job. And one thing I've learned in my time is that any job, even if you love it, even if you're passionate about it, any job is still a job, and you're still going to need it, you know. So I don't know. I get that people go full time. I'm glad they can make a living off of it, and I'm glad they can love it and they can have, you know, decent communities for it. But me personally, I just could never do it. I could never do it, and it would just make these meetings in public even more awkward because, you know, then you got people again want your autograph, and I was like, why do you want my autograph? Like, I'm nobody, and I'm not saying that in a derogatory way. I'm just saying, I just like doing what I do, you know. It's what I don't get it. Oh, right here, there you go. And my sloppy ass handwriting. You know, there you go. I don't know, man. I don't get it. I don't know if I ever will. But you know, if something were to happen someday, one highlight from my stream takes off and goes viral for either a negative or positive reason. Hopefully, it's positive. And I start getting more and more viewership. People chilling, hanging out. I do know that a third or 2/3 of them wouldn't stick around too long because as I do this as a casual hobby streamer, 20 to 30% of the time I'm unreliable when it comes to wanting to hang out with a stream, because I'll schedule something and then I have to cancel it due to real life because I'm not feeling well, because of my back, because of work, because of holidays or whatnot. And thankfully, people have been cool with that. The people that are still a part of the community are cool with that. I'll get a DM every so often saying, hey, it sucks you had to cancel, but I hope you're doing okay. I've also gotten the total opposite with people like, well, if you're not going to stream, I'm not going to hang around. Like, and then I reply back, yeah, man, I'm sorry you feel that way, but, you know, it's just how I do things. You know, I try to make promises, but I also don't try to make promises I can't keep. So that's why I try to give an estimated schedule, and I let you guys know on social media if it's going to happen or not. Some people don't like it. Some people, think you're a monkey that's just there to dance for them, you know. And unfortunately, some streamers and content creators go that route. You know, they start to act like the monkey. They start, you know, dancing and throw your money in the hat. I'm dancing. You know. I mean, you lose yourself. You lose your substance. You lose. I don't get it. But again, they do it because it's a job. They need it. You know, they need the living. Some of them just need the attention. They need it. I mean, it's just, give it to me. Yeah, that's it. Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. Oh, that's the stuff, you know. Look at me. Pay attention to me. It's like, okay. I mean, it's a bit of a false thing to want to have in your life, but I get it, I guess. I don't know, you know. And then when they don't get the attention, when those streamers or those content creators don't hit it big overnight or within a few weeks, it wasn't, you know, they burn out like that, because you can't expect, when you're streaming, when you're content creating, you cannot expect to make it big overnight. Not unless you have the funding to back it, not unless you have some people that you're in contact with that can help boost your name, a bit of a network, as it were, like I was talking about earlier. Or not unless, you know, you're like a minor celebrity already because of TV or film, you know, or Broadway for that matter, or TikTok, or, you know, whatever other social media. You know, it is a false presumption to assume that you're just going to take off like that. You know, I mean, look at me. I've been doing this for over 12 years now. And albeit I've got a great community. I like things the way they are. But I've been doing it for 12 years. And I've got maybe close to 4K subscribers. Granted, because I'm a lukewarm streamer. I'm hot and cold. But people just automatically assume that, you know, you can just make it overnight. Oh, I'm going to be huge. I'll quit my job. I'll do it with that. Please don't do that. My God, don't quit your job right away just because you think you're going to make it as a big streamer. It's not going to happen like that. It is not going to happen like that. Put some time in. Feel it out. See what you want to do. And go from there. I mean, when I first started, I was on fire, man. I was doing, golly, videos left and right. I was a freaking machine. My buddy Palne, that guy's a machine. And he is a very underrated YouTuber. That's why I link him. That's why I try to share him every chance I can. Because this dude works his ass off to crank out these videos. I've helped him with graphics over the years. I've tried to help out, you know, get his name out there a little bit. But he's pushing videos once or twice a day. He's backlogged by a year, last I heard. He's backlogged on creating videos for like 6 months to a year because he's constantly recording. Constantly. That guy deserves more attention than I do. I'll tell you that much. But that's how it goes. The internet mob is fickle. They like what they like, you know. And there's different genres, different niches, and where I fall under that, the only keyword that comes to mind is casual. Just a casual streamer. It's like I'm a casual dude if you meet up with me, although I have my awkward tendencies, as it were. But yeah, so, you know, just my thoughts on some of that, and what I'm like IRL. If you ever met me, ran into me, just expect an awkward dude, approachable, but usually wearing the same kind of clothes just because I'm comfortable with what I wear, even at work. You know, stuff like that. It's just who I am. Also a hat. You know, if you see a guy with a large posterior walking around, it's me. because of my back problems. You know, I am awkward. I am awkward when I'm not on camera. Out in public, it's weird. I'm really weird. But it's who I am. You know, and I'm comfortable in that. I'm working on it, but I'm also comfortable in it, which I don't think a lot of people could say. Which you should. You should find comfort in yourself. But because of past abuse, because of whatever you may or may not have been through, stuff you have yet to learn, stuff you have yet to experience. Another thing is I ramble in real life. If I'm talking to people, I find myself mumbling. I've even noticed it in streams from time to time. But I do mumble, I do ramble. I need to tell myself to shut up sometimes. That was one thing that happens in my relationships. Girlfriend or ex-wife telling me to, hey, dump it down a little bit. Shut up. Just shut up. That's definitely happened. So, yeah. So that's basically, I think that's all I got. I just wanted to do a quick live vlog and, I thought about streaming something, but I gotta go to work in a couple hours and I don't want to get caught up in something and then have to bail on people. So if we're gonna do a quick live vlog, it's been a while since I've done, I don't remember ever doing a vlog like this, talking about how I am. I mean, I talk about my life, obviously, but like if people ever ran into me, what's to be expected? Not that I can remember, although I could be wrong. I've done a lot of vlogs over the years. It'd be interesting to go back and see how many vlogs I've done so far. I wonder if there's a count. Hold on, I could probably look at that. Let me see. Definitely be interested. My video count here on the channel has changed a lot over the years. Let's see. The channel search brings up 109, but that may or may not be true. Let's see, blog. Oh, 283. But give or take, we'll give a handicap of like 10 to 15. So that's still close to 250 vlogs over the last 12 years. It's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts. But anyway, if you're watching this as a video, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. My voice is going yeesh. We've also been live on YouTube and Twitch. Thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay sane. Remember, you are awesome. Never let the world tell you otherwise. Also, shout out to the lurkers that are lurking. I see you. I see you. But I'll probably see you guys tomorrow for something. Probably Overwatch, Warcraft. And we'll go from there. All right. See you later. Peace. Hey, shout out to Shadow Black. Thank you for the virtual hug. Appreciate it.